Over the last 12 years, 1 Billion Literates Foundation has been working in the space of creating better futures for underprivileged rural communities. We work with the belief that for communities to thrive, every vector that impacts a community needs to be focused on.
Our work is located in and around the district of Anekal Taluk, Karnataka, where working with local populations is critical in enabling inclusivity and growth amongst different communities. Our programs start from early childhood education and extend up to the end of primary school in rural areas. We currently work with over 90 lower primary government schools, covering more than 7,000 children annually. We focus largely on teaching our highly contextualized and leveled English language syllabus to underprivileged rural children studying in these subscale schools that are often under-resourced in both teaching capacity and infrastructure. To augment our teaching program, we also have highly integrated gamified content delivered via tablets. Our Women's Capacity Building program has trained over 250 women in the last 10 years, employing nearly 100 of them as community teachers and frontline health workers. These teachers are equipped with specialized teacher textbooks for each level, as well as detailed guidelines for activities in the classroom.
So we focus on three main competencies. The first one is English language proficiency. The second competency we focus on is the pedagogy. That is, how do you teach in a classroom? What is your teacher presence? How do you manage a classroom? And the third competency that we focus on is the curriculum mastery.
Earlier we used to have a black and white textbook, but now it is full of colorful and all activity based. Children like activities and games, and that helps them to know most of the English words.
ಇದರಲ್ಲಿನ ಬೇಸಿಕ್ಸ್ ಥರ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಮ್ಯಾಮ್, ಆದ್ರೂ ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ದೊಡ್ಡ ದೊಡ್ಡ ಥರ ಏನೇನೋ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಮ್ಯಾಮ್, ಅದು ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗಲ್ಲ. ಅವ್ರ ಟೀಚರ್ಸ್ ಒಂಥರ, ಇವರು ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗೋ ಥರ ನೀಟಾಗಿ ಹೇಳ್ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ.
ಓಬೆಲ್ಲ ಕರಿಕ್ಯುಲಮ್ ಏನು ಅಂತಂದರೆ ಅವರು ಇಂಗ್ಲೀಷನ್ನು ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ಇಂಪ್ರೂವ್ ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಸಹಕಾರ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಅನ್ನೋದನ್ನು ಅವರು ವ್ಯವಸ್ಥೆ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ.
We have been running a full-scale community rehabilitation project covering over 400 members of a cross-border migrant waste picker community for over 2 years to ensure an overall better standard of living. Our work within the community includes an education program for over 45 children now enrolled into a government school, building toilets to ensure the community moves away from open defecation, vaccinating 100% of the population, programs on sexual and reproductive health for women, disaster relief and community engagement, and providing primary healthcare access.
ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿ, ಇಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲ ನೀವು ನೋಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀರಿ ಅನ್ಸುತ್ತೆ. ಈ ಸರೌಂಡಿಂಗ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ತುಂಬ ಮನೆಗಳಿದ್ವು. ಅವರವರ ಲೈಫ್ ಸ್ಟೈಲ್ ತುಂಬ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿತ್ತು. ಅವ್ರ ಪಾಟಿಗೆ ಅವ್ರು ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ರು, ಮಕ್ಕಳೆಲ್ಲ ಆಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರು. ಇದೇ ನಮ್ಮ ಸ್ಕೂಲು, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಮ್ಮದು ಲರ್ನಿಂಗ್ ಸೆಂಟರು. ನೀವು ಆಮೇಲೆ ನೋಡಬಹುದು ಇದನ್ನು. ಎಲ್ಲ ಮಕ್ಕಳೆಲ್ಲ ಇನ್ ಟೈಮ್ಗೆ ಬರ್ತಿದ್ರು, ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ರು, ಎಲ್ಲ ಹೋಗೋದು ಎಲ್ಲ ತುಂಬ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿತ್ತು. ಬಟ್ ಈಗ ಸಮ್ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಆಗಿರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಎಲ್ಲ ಖಾಲಿ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಎಲ್ಲ ಹೊಡೆದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ತುಂಬ ಬೇಜಾರು ಅನಿಸುತ್ತೆ. ನಾವು ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಒಳ್ಳೆ ಎಜುಕೇಷನ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟು ಮಾಡಿಸಿದಂತಹ ಜಾಗ ಇವಾಗ ಏನೂ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಅದು ನಮಗೆ ತುಂಬ ಬೇಜಾರಾಗಿದೆ ಮನಸ್ಸಿಗೆ.
After more than 2 years of sustained interventions, our team is today trying to bring this community back together and slowly assisting them piece their lives back. Our other community engagement is the initiative with the highly marginalized group of the Hakki Pikki tribe that has no regular access to healthcare and employment. Here, we run weekly health clinics for eye care and mental health, which are both big needs in this community. We have also started to work with adolescent youth in this community to teach them life skills via a sports-based curriculum. Public health in highly marginalized rural communities is the most recent vector for us. Our cadre of frontline workers help ensure equitable and sustained primary healthcare access for the vulnerable, highly marginalized communities of Anekal Taluk through intensive groundwork, mapping villages, enumeration of high-risk populations, and data collection.
ಯಾರಿಗೂ ತುಂಬ ಏಜ್ ಆಗಿರೋರ್ಗಾಗಲಿ ಮತ್ತು ಈ ಗಾಡಿ ಸೌಕರ್ಯ ಅದೆಲ್ಲ ಮನೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಇಲ್ಲದೆ ಇರೋರು ಹೋಗೋದಕ್ಕಾಗಲ್ಲ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ.
During the pandemic, we did extensive work in public health, running COVID care centers, building oxygen generation plants, pediatric ICUs, and conducting vaccination camps covering more than 15,000 beneficiaries. We aim to reduce severe incidences of cardiovascular diseases via early screening, diagnosis, and treatment of diabetes, hypertension, and COPD across all geographical areas and socio-demographic groups in India.
Currently, we are only focusing on screening the whole 25,000 population so that no one is left out.
80 to 90% of the patients who come here are from the rural areas, and most of them are below poverty line.
ಟ್ಯಾಬ್ಲೆಟ್ಗಳು ಮನೆಗೆಲ್ಲ ಹೋಗಿ ಟ್ಯಾಬ್ಲೆಟ್ಗಳೆಲ್ಲ ಕೊಟ್ಟು ಮನೆಗೆ ಮುತ್ಕೇರು ಮೊಟ್ಟೆನೆಲ್ಲ ನೋಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ.
So as we would have seen, 1 Billion Literates Foundation works across primary education, public health, creating capacity for women, and slum rehabilitation. We believe that each one of these areas is incredibly meaningful to make sure that a community thrives. Come, walk this journey with us.